Let's paint a blueberry frozen yogurt popsicle, a delicious summer treat. Today I'll be using my Jeannie Dickson MaimeriBlu watercolor set, as well as Princeton's Aqua Elite watercolor brushes. I'll be using the 1/2-inch stroke brush that has a flat tip, as well as 2 round brushes in sizes 8 and 3. I'll also be painting on a 9x12-inch Saunders Waterford 140-pound cold press watercolor paper that comes in a block. My custom color palette includes yellow, red, violet, blue, green, and brown, and I'll mostly be working with 3 paint consistencies: thick, medium, and thin. I'll begin by wetting the entire popsicle with my 1/2-inch stroke brush using clean water. Using the wet on wet technique, we will drop wet paint onto the wet surface. I'm adding the light yellow in a thin consistency to depict the frozen yogurt popsicle, and just before the paper starts to dry, I'll drop in the red, violet, and the blue in a thick consistency to depict the blueberries inside the frozen popsicle. The light yellow was obtained by creating a mixture of yellow vanadium and yellow ochre, and for the berries, I used a combination of Quinacridone violet reddish and turquoise green. I find it useful to use the smaller round brush size 3 to paint in the blueberries that have the thicker consistency. Using a heat tool will help you speed up the drying process. Now with clean water and using our 1/2-inch stroke brush again, we will re-wet the area around the berries. With the thick consistency of Quinacridone violet reddish, charge color onto the edges of the popsicle. You can also use the stroke brush and clean water to help blend out the color. Use the different violet colors you've created by mixing Quinacridone violet reddish and turquoise green. Allow everything to dry completely, and while you wait, paint in the popsicle stick. I'm using the same light yellow I used at first, and also a light brown I created by mixing Quinacridone violet reddish and a small amount of yellow ochre. To create the indentations on the popsicle stick, re-wet the area with clean water and use a small amount of violet to paint in the shadowed area. The reason I love Princeton's Aqua Elite watercolor brushes is because they hold a good amount of water and pigment, and also come to a fine point that allow me to get into the little corners of my painting. Time to paint the blueberries. Using the smaller brush size 3 in a thin consistency of the custom blue we created, we're going to paint a light wash. While the paper is still damp, I'll drop in more color to give it more depth. Adding a thicker consistency of paint around the edges of the blueberry will help give it those darker values. Using a thin and thick consistency of blue to paint the little crown on the blueberry. To deepen the color of the blueberries, I'm adding a second layer of color. To create the custom green for the leaves, I used a combination of turquoise green, yellow ochre, and yellow vanadium. Leaves are really fun to paint because you can use different colors such as yellows and greens and even reds to make them look more organic. The final details for this painting will be the splashes of color we'll add around the blueberries. Let's talk about the paper I'm using. Saunders Waterford from St. Cuthberts Mill is a high-quality watercolor paper made from 100% cotton. It comes in 3 surfaces: cold press, hot press, and rough. I prefer to use cold press because it has enough tooth so that you can see some texture in your final painting, but it's also smooth enough to allow fine detail. Although it's available in sheets and pads, I prefer to use a block that has sheets glued on all 4 sides. In watercolor, as you know, there's always some color shift once dried, but I've noticed that colors remain bright and the paper also allows for beautiful glazing. Thanks for watching, and I hope you get inspired to paint some summery watercolor popsicles. Happy painting!